I slept till just before the dawn, and when I woke, I threw myself on my knees, for I had determined that death came. He should find me ready. At last I felt that subtle change in the air, and knew that morning had come. Then came the welcome cock crow, and I felt that it was safe. With a glad heart I opened the door and ran down the hall. I had seen that the door was unlocked, and now escape was before me. With hands that tremble with eagerness, I unhooked the chains and threw back the massive bolts. But when the door would not move, despair seized me. I pulled and pulled at the door and shook it till, massive as it was, it rattled in its casement. I could see the bolt shot. It had been locked after I left the Count. Then a wild desire took me to obtain the key at any risk, and I determined then and there to scale the wall again and gain the Count's room. He might kill me, but death now seemed the happier choice of evils. Without a pause, I rushed up to the east window and scrambled down the wall as before into the Count's room. It was empty, but that was what I expected. I could not see a key anywhere, but the heap of gold remained. I went through the door and in the corner and down the winding stair and along the dark passage to the old chapel. I knew now well enough where to find the monster I sought. The great box was in the same place, close against the wall, but the lid was laid on it, not fastened down, but with the nails ready in their places to be hammered home. I knew I must search the body for the key, so I raised the lid and laid it back against the wall, and then I saw something which filled my very soul with horror. There lied the Count, but looking as if his youth had been half restored, for the white hair and mustache were changed to dark iron gray. The cheeks were fuller, and the white skin seemed ruby red underneath. The mouth was redder than ever, for on the lips the gouts of fresh blood, which trickled from the corners of the mouth and ran down over the chin and neck. Even the deep, burning eyes seemed set amongst the swollen flesh, for the lids and pouches underneath were bloated. It seemed as if he, the whole awful creature, were simply gorged with blood. He lay like a filthy leech, exhausted with repletion. I shuddered as I bent over to touch him, and every sense in me revolted at the contact, but I had to search, or I was lost. There you have it. Not all I'm doing is reading, of course. Just to open up, I was reading a section from Bram Stoker's Dracula. Welcome to the live scream, ladies and gentlemen. The first of Haunttober. And welcome to the first hauntformer live scream in October, which is pretty exciting. I hope you all are having an awesome October. I hope it's blessed. I hope you're having a wonderful time so far in whatever festivities that you're doing. And to answer your question, this was a book I actually got from Cracker Barrel this year, one of the first things I got from any store for Halloween. This is the Classic Ghost Stories book from Cracker Barrel, and I was just reading an excerpt from Bram Stoker's Dracula. So, welcome to the live stream, as I mentioned before. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't, because you're not going to want to miss what happens next. Also, if you clicked on this video, you are now going to be accompanied by a ghost. A hauntformer ghost. A fellow friend of mine who will be following you for the rest of the month, just to keep you informed. I, first of all, you guys, want to just thank you so much, and thank God, of course, for 10 1,000 subscribers. It's so incredible. Can't even describe how crazy that is. To a lot of people, that doesn't seem like a lot of subscribers to many big channels out there, but to me, that's more than I could ever ask for. So thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. I always thank God for everything He's done for me. He's truly blessed me with this channel and with all of you. So thank you for tuning in. And I hope, of course, you are enjoying Haunttober so far. More videos are to come. But in case you were wondering, the schedule of uploads goes something like this. I'm just kidding. That was a reference to a Halloween movie you probably know. But the schedule for uploading is some more or less fixed around this. Mondays... let's start Sunday. Sundays are store walkthrough videos. Most likely uploaded later on in the afternoon, I'd say, due to church being in the morning. After that, Mondays are food review days. I got tons of more food to show you guys, some really fun ones. I got another M&M review, which I'll do later on. I'll save that for later in the month. But I got more reviews for you guys. You're going to love chocolate, candy, so it's really fun with those. Tuesdays are scary stories, haunt stories. They will be uploaded every Tuesday, or should be, towards nighttime, because I like to keep the stories posted rather late. So you will be seeing those late. I also had to do this live stream rather late, which live streams are going to be Fridays, mostly, unless something changes. Wednesdays will be traditional R.I.P. review days, non-food reviews. So that can be masks. Most of them will be masks. I have more props to review, lighting, so a lot of fun stuff. So I'm very excited for all of those. The new Prop Idea series starting. That series might be starting this month. I'll have to see if I can fit it into the crazy schedule. If not, that will premiere later, which that reminded me of something, so just remind me a little later about that. I have a big announcement that I have to announce. Thursdays are... Thursday was yesterday, and Thursdays are horror movie days. First of all, thank you guys so much for the awesome support when it came to watching the first original horror film posted for Haunttober 2017. It was a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I thank you guys so much for enjoying it. It was, if you didn't watch it, it is called Paradigm, directed by my good friend Jared Klosterman, who will be in a future stream sometime, and we'll do a kind of in-depth Q&A on some of our movies that we've done, and about the future of our horror movies. But basically there will be supposed to be four new horror movies for this month. The first was Paradigm, which was a psychological thriller. The second is known as Dust to Dust, which is a silent ghost mystery, is best I can describe it. The third is Serial Killer, but not that kind of serial killer. You'll understand why when the video is uploaded, or the movie's uploaded. That's the third week of October. And the final week is something pretty special, which I'm hoping will be done before the end of the month. The Worm People 5. The Worm People End of Man. That is the final wrapping up of the horror movies for this month. And that will be the lineup of horror movies. Fridays are live Scream days, and Saturdays are a mix of either, as someone was mentioning, DIY prop builds or abandoned haunt builds. Tomorrow will be a smaller scale DIY prop tutorial. I did it in a different style, so I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. So that will be... Mac, I absolutely love the thumbnail. Oh, thank you. That was something, a little extra touch I did for this special occasion. Just came back from my homecoming. That's awesome. Thanks for making it later. Good. I'm glad you made it in time. My horror film is out in a week. Also, I absolutely loved your film. Jared did great. Thank you guys very much. And yes, as who mentioned that? Hicks Haunter mentioned, please keep Vegas in your prayers. They're going through a lot right now, and it's really sad what happened. There was also an incident in Brazil involving a school and a fire, so please keep all of those people in your prayers. What's really sad nowadays is when the stuff that we enjoy for fun, like scary monsters and killers and stuff like that, just for fun, are actually not as scary as what's really happening in the world, which is sad. Which really is sad when horror movies are tame compared to what's happening in the world. It's truly a sad situation. I also want to do a you sure can. Here's a shout out to Lying Barney. That's a cool name. I made a horror film called The Forest. It's about two brothers that died, and a vlogger investigates, and those two brothers haunt. Oh, that's a cool idea. Absolutely right, Ben. Absolutely. Also, something else I wanted to point out is two things. First, I have pumpkin spice crullers to celebrate our first stream of the month. These things are to die for. Not literally, but I mean, figuratively, yes. These things are so good. If you want to see my official review of these, last Hauntober, I reviewed these guys. And only, I think, 200 people watched it, so you probably didn't see it. Really good. Another thing I wanted to talk about are upcoming horror movies. Excuse my eating. First and foremost, yes, Robert. First and foremost, Cult of Chucky is now on Netflix. So if you don't have Netflix, it is available at various stores. I think Walmart and Target carry it for around $13 to $15, somewhere in that range. But if you don't see it there, it is on Netflix. It is a new, I think the seventh, or I think it's the 7th installment of the Child's Play series. Jared and I watched it together a few nights ago, and what can I say about it? I might do an official review, possibly, but what can I say? Was it entertaining? Yes. Was the animatronic puppet of Chucky good? Absolutely, one of the best. Were the jokes pretty funny that Chucky did? Sure. But overall, it was not the best Chucky movie. It had a lot of things that kind of messed up the series, we felt, and it was very strange indeed. Go watch it for yourself, but be warned, it is extremely gory, so watch at your own caution. Overall, was it good or bad? Compared to the first 3 Child's Play, it was bad. Compared to Seed of Chucky or Curse of Chucky, it was a little bit better. And compared to Bride of Chucky, I don't know. That's awesome, Cameron. I'm excited to see your music video. I saw the behind-the-scenes video you did of it, and it looks pretty cool, so I'm excited. A few other things to mention for you guys. There's a lot of horror TV specials and shows going on right now, so if you haven't been watching them, here's some things that you could be watching for Halloween. The first is, of course, American Horror Story, season, I think, 7, Cult. I've been watching it. It is very strange, pretty gory and dark, but it is also a very good TV show, I will say that. At least this season. I can't vouch for all of them. I haven't seen all of them, but I can vouch for Cult. It was a pretty good show. Stranger Things is coming out later this month. I believe on Halloween, actually, on Netflix. Other shows that you might want to watch. Two high recommendations from me on Sci-Fi. Or is it Sci-Fi? Yeah, on Sci-Fi they're playing Channel Zero No End House. It's the second season. You don't have to see season 1 to understand it. It is based off the creepypasta of the same name, and it is very, very good. They did it really well. It gets a little slow at some points, but overall it's a very good show, and definitely pretty disturbing. Another one that is a great show that I highly recommend, the first and now second season, is The Exorcist, which is on Fox. It premieres every Friday, so I think it just premiered, or it's premiering right now as we speak. I didn't get to make it, obviously, but I'll watch it tomorrow or something. So those are some of the shows that you could be watching. Now, if we talk about movies, there's also a lot of horror movies coming out in the next couple of weeks. As I mentioned, Cult of Chucky earlier is on Netflix, but in terms of movies in the theaters, there are a few that you can be seeing. Halloween-wise, that is. I know there's movies like Blade Runner out right now, and if you're a sci-fi or Ridley Scott fan, you'll probably want to check that one out. But as far as horror movies are concerned, the first comes out next week, the 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th. And you can expect some goodies from Mr. Mac here. You'll expect some goodies for Friday the 13th. But obviously, a movie I've been anticipating for a while premieres next week. Of course, Happy Death Day. Looks pretty good. It's a mix between Groundhog Day and Scream from what it looks like. But it does look pretty good. Also, as many people were mentioning earlier, another movie that comes out, I believe, right before Halloween, I think the Friday before Halloween, so 2 weeks after Happy Death Day, the movie Jigsaw premieres, which is the 7th or 8th installment of the Saw franchise. I can't say I've seen all of them, nor do I want to. I've seen the first two, and the first one was actually very good, very well story and character-based. It had a good twist at the end. They seem to get really gory, and I don't like gore, excuse me. But this new one looks quite different, has a different tone and feel to it, especially in the trailer with some lighthearted music and jokes. So this might be one I check out depending on how gory it is, because I don't handle gore very well. But if it's not extremely gory, I just might watch it. And I do want to see it, so I will see it eventually, just I'm not sure if in theaters I'll see it. Another one, yes, thank you for reminding me, Cameron. Boo 2, A Medea Halloween 2, comes out this year. If you haven't seen the first Boo, A Medea Halloween, it was actually pretty funny and pretty well done. I love the Medea Tyler Perry movies. I think they're pretty funny and interesting, and especially because they are Halloween themed now, it's really cool to see them. So maybe I'll do a review on it if I see it. Do you know when that premieres? Does that premiere next week or the following week? I cannot remember. If anyone can tell me, I'd really appreciate it. But those are just some of the movies that are coming out over the next month. The 22nd, hey, that's my birthday. Would probably be coming out the 19th then, because that's a Sunday. My birthday's on a Sunday. Other things. I know I have stuff on my brain. Oh, another horror movie that doesn't come out around Halloween. It comes out later in the year, but nonetheless, it's still a horror movie. I believe it's a horror movie anyways. It's called The Snowman. And no, it's not a killer snowman. If you want to see that, you'll have to watch Jack Frost, not the Michael Keaton Jack Frost, the 1997 Jack Frost, not 98. I think, unless that's the other way around. You'll know which one you're watching But it's about a horror a killer who his icon is kind of like a snowman, and these detectives are trying to figure out who is committing these murders. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'll be excited to see that one as well. What do you think the most creepiest Spirit Halloween animatronic of all time is? That's tough. That is definitely tough. Of course, I'm going to have to say my main man, Spasm, who's right out of frame here. I'll have to scoot him in. Is probably one of my favorites from Spirit Halloween's past. Yes, Spasm was a spirit prop back in the good old days, before Spirit's quality started to decrease, sadly. Doesn't mean I don't like Spirit still, but Spasm was at a much better time for Spirit and for Morbid Enterprises. My email is hauntformer@gmail.com, just as you would think it would be. Okay, so as Cameron pointed out, right behind me you can see this giant pumpkin costume. I would put it on, but it is so large, in fact, that I would hit the ceiling fan with the head, and you wouldn't even see it in the frame. But I will bring it over for you guys, in case you are so inclined to know. I will do an official review on this in Hauntober, during Hauntober. As you can see, this thing's massive. This is what's known as a Towering Terror, new from California Costumes for 2017. And they have 3 different models. They got the pumpkin, they have a Grim Reaper, and they have a vampire. My favorite is probably either the pumpkin or the vampire. I think the vampire is pretty darn cool. But this, what you do is you have to inflate it. Inside it's an inflatable, a very high quality costume / decoration, might I add. And you rest it on your head and shoulders, not the shampoo, and you get this really awesome giant monster effect. It is so cool, in fact, that it's one of my new favorite things from this year. And seeing that I got so many spirit props this year, such as Alien Capsule, Toe Tagged, Hazmat Zombie, Hanging Bat, blah blah blah, more and more, that's quite shocking to say it's one of my favorite things I've gotten for this season. How much does he run for? He runs for roughly... He runs for roughly, I think, $70 to $80. So that's about how much you're gonna pay for that guy. Now, it's gonna be everyone's favorite time. We're gonna do a horror movie trivia game. It's pretty darn simple. I'm going to ask a trivia question, and then whoever can answer it first gets the point. And we'll do, I think, 10 questions or so. So that'll be kind of fun. I can also maybe throw in some prop trivia or spirit trivia or whatever. And the winner, wait, you may not care, but the winner gets a donut. And by gets a donut, I mean I'm going to eat the donut, and you can watch me eat the donut. But on your behalf, I'll eat the donut. Look, I'm going to eat it right now. This is for you. I do notice you, Ben. Will I do a store tour of Halloween City? Probably not. Here's the reasoning. I went to my Halloween City. Yes, it's the same one Jaden's videos goes to. And I felt like there wasn't enough to truly capture on film. Most of the stuff I've seen in the past, I've done videos on in the past. They are... I really do want to help out Halloween and Party City, but they're just not... They're not cranking out good stuff, you guys. They even had the Freddy Fazbear or something, but I don't even think they had it. There's other stores too. I didn't even bother. Like Hallmark just didn't have enough. There's so many stores now. Now, I will say there are some stores that I'm still going to post videos of. There's 3 that I still have left. And I also am not sure if I'm going to be making an edited video for every store in the future. And I got whoever sent me an email, and I will have to respond to you in a little bit, but thank you for sending it, and I'm not sure what I'm doing then. I'm probably working on the haunt, but I'll definitely think of something. So, where was I? I was talking about the fact that not every store will get an official tour. Some will be just a store walkthrough, not an edited video. But I do have to upload Walgreens, CVS, and Dollar Tree. Those are the 3 that I want to get out throughout the rest of this month. And then, of course, on Halloween, I try to release that montage of the best of. So that'll be coming. Trivia? Yes, I'm going to do the trivia. Alright, let's do this. Are you guys ready? Yes, California costume videos are definitely interesting. Hey, at least they're creative. Alright, here we go. Halloween trivia. Are you ready? I don't think you are. Fine. Let's do it. Question number 1. We'll start easy. Who played the original Pennywise the Clown in the 1990 television miniseries of It? Boom, whoa. Well done. Ronald McDonald, Jim Carrey. Good guesses. And whoever said Bill or Ben or whatever, who said Bill something, I think that's the new guy. Bill Skazard or something. But Ronald McDonald gets good second guess. Okay. Question number 2. We'll make it also pretty easy. Who directed and wrote, or co-wrote, I guess technically, the original 1978 Halloween? Not the holiday, the movie, of course. Deborah Hill, yes, and John Carpenter. Well done. You guys know your Halloween trivia pretty well. That's pretty good. Question numero 3. That's 3 for all you not so good in the Spanish department. Number 3. This one will be kind of hard. The twins in The Shining are referred to as the blank twins, referring to, of course, their last name. Who really knows their horror trivia? And no, sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Just been trying to do the questions. So once those done, I'll open them back to a Q&A. No one knows? Wow. Come on, peeps. The Grady twins. Good job, Banshee. Well done, Screaming Banshee. I thought you were just in for the screaming, but you are definitely in for the movies. Question number 4. Are we on 4? I think we're on 4. Number 4. The cryptid known as the Blank apparently was sighted before a bridge fell down in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. What cryptid was it? This is a cryptid I've never made a video on yet I want to. Hey, good job, Jared. That's Jared's channel, Rockin' Records, by the way. Make sure to go check him out. As I mentioned previously, he was the director of Paradigm, which is our newest short film. Good job, the Mothman. Loch Ness Monster, not exactly, but good guess. That is a cryptid. Question number 5. We're on question number 5, you guys. And the question is... I got bumping around in my horror head here. Flatwoods Monster is a good guess. Question number 5 is... Who played Norman Bates in Psycho from the 1960s film? Who knows their old movies? Anthony Perkins, well done. Actually, sometimes I would say Anthony Hopkins, but that's not the case. Anthony Hopkins played Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs, which was a 1990s film. Not the same thing. Not the same Anthony. But I will appreciate... You know he was... I did hear about that, Jared. That was pretty crazy. I didn't know exactly... I knew he was, like figuring it out, I guess, when he was doing the movie, which is pretty crazy. Question number 6. There are 2 major Halloween and Christmas village display companies. If you are a big person in the world of villages, then you should know this pretty well. There are 2 major companies. I'm thinking of 2. Can you guess them? Lemax. Of course, everyone knows Lemax, but do you know the other one? But yes, you are correct. Lemax is one of the ones I was thinking of. But can you think of a different one? Yes! Ryan, you got it. Department 56. I've noticed that Department 56 stuff is often more expensive than the Lemax stuff. I don't know if that's true for all accounts, but I do know it's true for some of them. So, just a little FYI for ya. Question number... What are we on? 7? Question number 7 is... The person who is Jigsaw, not the actor, not counting Tobin Bell, the man behind Jigsaw, what was his name? Who's very good at Saw trivia. Rick Ashley. It's good. You rickrolled me. Do you want to play a game? No one knows. Are you for real? What the heck? No one knows the real name of Jigsaw? Not Tobin Bell, and no, it's not Jigsaw the Puppet. And no, it's not Gene Simmons. You give up yet? Yes! Well done, Banshee. John Kramer. Or just called John. I don't know if they actually call him John Kramer in the movie. But well done. Question number 8. Number 8. Oh, man, this is tough. Let's make it Friday the 13th related. In which movie did Jason receive his iconic hockey mask? Which Friday the 13th was it? Was it the first one? Was it the second one? Was it the third one? Was it the fourth one? Was it the fifth one? They made a bunch. It is part 3. To whoever said part 3, give yourself a big pat on the back. You did well. I'm proud of you. Yes, it was part 3. Part 1 was Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother, not actually Jason, though he does show up at the end of the movie and like grab this lady in a canoe. And then in the second film, it is Jason, but he is sporting a sack, like a sack over his head. It's not until the third Friday the 13th that Jason gets his iconic mask that is seen throughout most of the other films, except for a few of them that are kind of weird. Did I see the Harvest Moon? I did not see it, actually. I should go check it out. It is hauntformer@gmail.com is my email. You're making a Cult of Chucky one-hand doll? It'll be $150. Wow. Can you send me a photo? Or a drawing or something? I'd love to see it. What are we on? Question 9. We're almost at 10. We're almost at 10. We're getting close. Let's do Spirit Halloween trivia. You guys seem to like that. Spirit Halloween trivia. Wow. Which year did Zombie Babies first debut at Spirit Halloween? I hope you know this one. Wow, I got a lot of different answers on that one. Maybe I should specify what I mean by zombie babies. I mean more than one zombie baby. There might have been a zombie baby in 2008, and there might have been zombie babies in 2012, but the actual year that I remember zombie babies appearing at Spirit Halloween was 2009. That's when I remember it anyways. There was the Executioner, Michael Myers in the back. You had the woods, the forest up front. With a lot of the witches, you had the crated-in mummy, and in the middle of the store, you had a crib with a bunch of zombie babies crawling around it. There might have been some earlier, but the technical time that I saw an actual theme with zombie babies was 2009. But I guess it's kind of suggestive. Suggestive? Was that what I said? It's kind of open to interpretation, I guess. Good job, you made it to a live stream. Question number 10. We're here, you guys. Question number 10. And this is kind of a difficult one. This is one of the more difficult ones. I didn't even know this until just recently. What is the name of the creature in the book Frankenstein? I gotcha with that one. Only a true Frankenstein fan would know this. I haven't seen one right answer. It's not the modern Prometheus. It's not the monster. His actual name. Like an actual name. Supposedly he actually had a name. Believe it or not. I just learned about this recently. His actual name was... Sorry. His actual name was not John Cena. His actual name was Adam. I assume that's a reference to the biblical Adam, the first man that God created. I assume that's kind of like a transition to this. But yes, technically, the Frankenstein monster's actual name is Adam, which is not what I picture when I think of him. But there you have it. So I guess if you count his last name being the son of Frankenstein, then his name's Adam Frankenstein. So... there you go. But yes, he's also referred to as Frankenstein's monster, the Frankenstein monster, the modern Prometheus, the creature in the book. Okay, so there you guys have it. I don't know who I don't know who won. I guess you kind of know in your own head. So good job to whoever got the most right. Even if you got them wrong, I hope you had fun while doing it. Shadow Freddy, I apologize. I was not answering your question earlier, doing the questions, but now I'm open to questions and comments and concerns, so I'm all ears. Actually, I'm at ear, eyes, nose, mouth. But now I'm able to listen. And I'm noticing. I guess we should read some emails. What's my least favorite Spirit Halloween prop besides Wheelchair Granny? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'd have to have a few options. Hey, what's going on, Haunter Heat? If you haven't checked out Haunter Heat's channel, actually, he's got some really cool stuff on there. He's got a Young Haunter movie. Believe it or not, there's actually a movie about haunters, believe it or not. I hope you do. I'm not lying to you. You can check it out. Okay, let's read a few emails. Shall we? Uncle Matt's here to tell you a bedtime story. Oh, part 3 came out? I've seen the other 2. I don't think I've seen part 3. Must be kind of recent. That's Matthew Santoro. Make Halloween slime. Also, do prank calls. I don't know if I'll do Halloween slime. That's a good idea, though. But here is a few things that I will say. Here's what I will say about a few things. The first thing is pretty simple. I'm sure you all are very excited about Halloween, as am I. I'm thinking of doing a few challenge videos. Not sure what yet, but when I think of them, I will probably make a video about it or post something about it. So if you haven't checked out my social media, make sure to. Also, throughout this month, at some point, I am starting a giveaway. That's right. Lend your ears for just a momento. It will most likely require that you're subscribed to this channel and the blog, my second channel. The link to that channel is in the description of all of my videos. It'll require you to probably comment in a specific video that I can't say what it will be yet, but it will come out. It will probably require you to do something, and once you do, you will be entered in the giveaway. What will you win exactly? Not sure yet. I'm thinking of theming it to something. Possibly I'm thinking of calling it the Jack O giveaway. Don't quote me on that, but that's just a concept in my brains, sickles. So once I get more about that giveaway, I will let you know. Now, I need everyone to lend your ears. I have a big announcement. This is Flying Batmac. I don't know what that is, but it's probably really weird. Okay, here we go. Big announcement, you guys. Are you listening? I don't think you are. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. No, not you. You! Right there, yeah. You who are watching the stream, pay attention. I am going to HauntCon next year. That's right. I am going to HauntCon in 2018. Believe it or not. Also known as the Halloween and Party Expo. This is the first year that I'm going. I just recently got press passes to go. If you're not sure of what HauntCon is basically like Comic-Con, but for Halloween nerds, such as myself. And, it's also referred to, it's a partnership with the Halloween and Party Expo, which if you don't know what the Halloween and Party Expo is, it is like HauntCon. It is a convention for Halloween nerds. There will be a lot of cool people there. I'll also be there. There will be, Distortions usually shows up. Ed Edmonds from Distortions will be there. Trick or Treat Studios, the mask company, will be there. It all takes place in Louisiana on January 12th to the 15th. And yes, I will most likely be going. So if you go, make sure to tell me, please. Prearrange something. I want to see you there if you go. If not, I can flippin' guarantee ya that I will be doing videos and maybe live streams if they have Wi-Fi. But the best part is, they've got all the new Halloween 2018 goodies for us, and I will be there to capture it. Okay, not physically capture it, but like on camera. It's in Louisiana at a convention center. You can look up hauntcon.com probably. So that was my big announcement. So I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. Because that is super cool. It is similar to, I guess, it's like a younger version of Trans World. I don't exactly want to go to Trans World yet. Not that I wouldn't want to go, but a lot of this stuff is so advanced and so expensive and more for a professional haunter than myself, at this moment at least, that I think HauntCon and the Halloween Party Expo are right where I want to be. Spirit Halloween will be there. That'll be super exciting. What was that? There's too much sex and violence and dirty things in the Bible. I watched that book. No, the Bible has a lot of dark things in it, but the overall purpose of the Bible is to be the light. And Jesus is light and life. So, to answer your question, that is the truth of the Bible, not these dirty things. A lot of the dirty things were actually wrong things that the Bible teaches you about how to be right, therefore. Trans World is amazing. Absolutely. Spirit Halloween's going to be at HauntCon. Absolutely. They go because they look around at other stuff. They look around at other companies. I think Ruby's is going to be there. Morris Costumes, Morris Costumes I know is there. Trick or Treat Studios. They go to these different places, basically, and look at what props and masks and costumes they're offering. They're also going to be doing a lot of what they refer to as workshops. If you've been to a convention, you probably know workshops are like you get to learn about a certain thing. Some years they've done pumpkin carving workshops, they've done makeup stuff, they've done a lot of different things. So it's really cool that I'm going to get to go and see a lot of the cool stuff. So please, if you haven't, please subscribe and check out my social media. Make sure to follow me on there so you know what you're in for, and I'll take you along with me on the journey. It's 20 minutes away from you, Cameron? For real? Hey, maybe you can go too. That'd be pretty cool. I know some other haunters go there, but I definitely want to be there. Oh, I got an email. We just got an email. I wonder who it's from. Mac, take me with you now. Also, can you shout out me? Absolutely. And I can't, what was whoever sent me that email, can you tell me in the chat here so I know your official YouTube name, because on the email it doesn't show me the actual name. My email is always hauntformer@gmail.com. Oh, it was you? Okay, Haunt Gamer and more. Make sure to go check out Haunt Gamer and more. Actually, not just Haunt Gamer, although please check him out, but a lot of the people in this chat are also fellow Halloween YouTubers that you will not want to miss. So make sure to check out their channels too. So, Also, if you have any private questions you'd like to send me, you can always send them to my email. You can also send them to my Instagram, direct messaging, or Facebook messaging, or however you want to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You absolutely can. CM Reaper 10. I love the incorporation of Reaper. That's a very cool monster. And for everyone, I know a lot of people ask this, can I be moderator? A lot of people do ask that question. The answer, unfortunately, is right now, no. I haven't done moderators before. I usually monitor the chat myself and try to block or remove anyone who's being not good. So that's basically it for now. In the future, I might need to. The Rapture. That's a good question. The Rapture, it sounds like a giant dinosaur monster. It is actually a part in the Bible in Revelation when it's kind of the end times. When people who believe in Jesus are taken with him to heaven. And the rest of the world is left here to kind of figure out what's going on. But there will be a lot of deceit in those days. And then Jesus comes back, which is pretty awesome. To me, especially. That's a really vague overview of that. It's a really specific and interesting topic, though. I got another email. Hold up. Sorry. Whoop. This is Haunter Studios. I just wanted to let you know how awesome your film Paradigm was. I think the other actors did an amazing job, and Jared did a tremendous job filming and directing. It looked amazing. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it too, putting it together and watching it. You found a zombie baby on Amazon? That's pretty cool, Anthony. Also, let you know, I'm going to try to find a very cool thing to talk about or do on Friday the 13th. Not entirely sure of what yet, but it's going to be exciting whenever I find it out. Oh yeah, I've seen that zombie baby before. Nice. Remember B&B Vids? That's me. I have the name Bass Plays now. I'm the same person. Your best vid is the Boogeyman vid. Well, I'm glad you like that one. That one was pretty, I would say, well edited. Do horror movie parodies. That would be an interesting idea. Actually, the Worm People have always sort of been our go-to funny horror movie, I guess, technically. And Villiance, if you haven't subscribed to Villiance Productions, please go subscribe to Villiance Productions. Just search Google Villiance Productions on YouTube, and you will see Jared or me, probably, or Pumpkinhead, or somebody, and subscribe there, because we're going to have more videos on there soon. And subscribe, of course, to the Glog, my other YouTube channel. Will there be another sequel to The Worm People? Yes. As I mentioned earlier, there will be probably four horror movies for this month. The first was, of course, Paradigm, and one of the things I wanted to do was to make every horror movie about a different creature or monster or scary thing around Halloween to give you a variety of things to watch. So the first one was a psychological thriller with a killer in it, aka me, going nuts. That was the first one. The second is next week's ghost movie known as Dust to Dust, starring my mom, and I'm in it a little bit too. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. It's sort of a mystery. I'd love to see if you can figure out kind of what happened in the comments when that video comes out this Thursday. Or next Thursday, I guess. I don't know how you count weeks. The following week is one called Serial Killer, but not what you think it is. Not that serial killer. Not spelled serial killer, but spelled serial killer, if you know what I'm talking about. You absolutely can have a shout out to Awesome Guy Inflatable Channel. That's a cool name too. It's a long name, but it's good. Awesome Guy Inflatable Channel. Has a good ring. James, I love your channel. and I'm a Mega Kit Kat Cake in the chat. But I do have another channel called Meadowell. I would love if you could gain more popularity in my Halloween vids, which just started. Anyways, love ya and keep it creepy. Thank you, James. And thanks for commenting in there, too. I'll have to try to check out your channel. You might have to send me a link to it. Try to be on there. Mariogram on Instagram. Cool. Yeah, make sure to send me a message on there, too. Like I said, you can send me emails or direct messages, however you want to communicate with me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and an ice Chianti. So, what size should I make my Chucky doll? If you can make it life-size, that'd be super awesome. But that might be hard. But you could. You could try. Any more questions, comments, concerns? Anything else we need to do on this live stream? Sir Animatronics, your shout out. I felt I had to be proper with, yet Sir in the name. Make the weirdest noise ever. Yes, Christmas stuff is out really, really darn early. Not that I don't love Christmas. I do. I love Christmas, and I'm so excited for Christmas. But it's not Christmas yet. Wait a second. Please. No. Stop. No.
Get away. Get away from there.
That didn't happen. So any other things that you have about... I want to know from you guys right now, what is your favorite movie to watch around Halloween? Come on. That'd probably be mine. Halloween is a safe bet. My Google Hangouts isn't working right now, so I would best contact me via email. Hocus Pocus, Don't Breathe, Jingle All the Way. Mine's Elf. Nightmare Before Christmas. Good. Those are good choices. Night Before Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas. Cool. So I'm seeing Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween. Those are good. I actually don't think I've ever fully seen Hocus Pocus. I've just seen parts of it. It hasn't really been a tradition of mine to watch Hocus Pocus. But sometimes I watch The Great Pumpkin. That's a good one. Check my email. Oh, I got 4 emails. What do you guys have to say? So, your favorite prop? Ooh, Pinhead. Pinhead Larry. Not that Pinhead, but yeah. Hey, Mac, I found a really funny door cover you would like. Would I? Oh. It's the skeleton on the toilet. Classic. Classic Halloween. Your character from Paradigm reminds me of the Joker. Cool. Well, I guess I did pretty well then. And, James, thank you for sending me an email. You might have to send me it in the, not in the title, but in the body part of the email. What's my favorite Spirit Halloween year? Probably 2013. 2013 was probably, or this year was pretty good too. But really, you have to know Spirit in hindsight. So you gotta wait a few years and then determine if it was still the best year. But the Area 31 was really good this year. It almost did remind me of 2013. The good old days. (2013, 2017), that's good. 2013 and 2015. There you go. Awesome. Have a great night, Ryan. Ryden? That's a cool name. Have a great night, Ryden. Good luck with Chucky. What's my favorite Halloween prop from Spirit? A lot of people ask me about that. I need to make a video about my favorite prop. It is Spasm. He's right down here, actually. Let's bring him in again. Have anything to say to the lovely people? Uh-huh. Ow, ow, no biting. Ow. Ow. Need a Band-Aid. Turn him on. If he works. Oh, there he is. Sometimes his sensor doesn't catch me. Isn't he creepy? I love him. Can I make a Spasm mask? He's so cool. And what stinks is the newer models of this guy are definitely not as good as the originals. What was really funny is, this is a throwback for me. I remember getting him in the mail from Fright Props. Was it Fright Prop? No, Fright Catalog. Got him in the mail from Fright Catalog. The funniest thing is he was on the state. You know how they usually set it on your front porch? They set him on the side of our house. Weird point 1. He was on the side of the house. Weird point 2. The box was super small. And he was actually, like, shoved down into it. And I'm like, what? How did he fit in there? But he managed. He managed. And he's been my favorite prop ever since. And it's going to be really hard for any prop to replace Spasm. I just have a history with really loving him in all of my themes. I used to have him when people first walked into the haunted house, and some people would go, nope, and leave right when they opened the door because they saw Spasm. So, plus, I mean, he's based sort of in the lore of a creepypasta known as the Russian sleep experiment. Actually, I was watching a video one time about the Russian sleep experiment, and they said, yeah, that was a Halloween prop called Spasm from Morbid Enterprises. And then they showed my video, my review of him. They didn't show the good one either. Kind of stinks. Misrepresented me. But you guys, Spasm is my favorite. And the new one just doesn't do Spasm justice. Actually, it's kind of upsetting. And a lot of Halloween companies have gone through this same dilemma that Morbid Enterprises has gone through. And nothing against Morbid Enterprises, but I gotta be honest when I can be honest. And Morbid Enterprises used to have some really knock out of the ballpark props. Spasm, of course, being my favorite, but they also had some really good ones. Hex was a great one. They had some weird, like, coming out of the grave ones. They had a lot of good props. But unfortunately, recent years, their quality has significantly decreased, almost to the point where their stuff is just cheap plastic, which is very, very upsetting because they used to have really good stuff, and now we're getting really kind of dumb props from them, unfortunately to say. But I hope they'll make a comeback, but it doesn't look like it with the decreasing quality for a lot of props. What do you want to buy at the 50% off sale for Spirit? I really want to get one of the UFOs. I heard there were $100, so I don't know. That's kind of expensive. That is very expensive, so I don't know. Do they have Hex, the original Hex, on Trendy Halloween, or the new one? Because I have the new one, and it's... I will subscribe to your channel, definitely. Just send me a link. And thank you to James, who sent me the link to his channel. What would you if Spasm stopped working? I'd be upset, but I wouldn't completely flip out. I really like him because of his looks. If he got shredded up, then I'd be pretty sad. Funny Halloween costumes. Oh my goodness. Those look good. You gotta have fun for Halloween. Darn kids. They do anything for Halloween. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? 10K. I just subscribed. James. I think I have another one of these. No more. Fat as it is. Halloween makes us all a little fat. And Christmas. Why do they put the best, aside from Easter, why do they put the best holidays? Boom, boom, boom. Those are so good. Pumpkin spice crullers. Krispy Kreme. Whoa! Nick, I hope your sister has an awesome birthday. If she's watching this, hey, Nick's sister, have a great birthday. From yours truly. Sorry I couldn't get you a card. Here, have a piece. Take that. There you go. See, isn't it good? You liked it, didn't you? I know you did. I'm not eating anything. Alright, you guys. I think I'm going to end the stream in a second. Yes, this will end. Alright. Can you say it one more time? My sis is hearing it now. What's your sister's name, first of all? I don't want to get it wrong. That was a weird noise, too. Tabby. Okay, hang on. Let me compose myself. Hey, Tabby! It's your old pal Macaroni and Dizzle here, aka Hauntformer. Listen, your brother Nick said it was your birthday tomorrow, right? Are you turning 10? Hope you have an awesome birthday from yours truly, and I'm sorry I didn't get you a card in advance. I should have known. But the ghosts around here are definitely not into giving. They're more into, possessing people and whatnot. Yeah, you too, Bert, but don't listen to him. Don't think that not giving you a card is a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Actually, in fact, you'll get a ghost card from me tomorrow. Look in the mail, and if you don't see anything, that means you got it. But you probably will get something, so I don't know how that works. Happy birthday, Tabby. And thank you, Nick. Thank you, Al. You have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs... Ow! Anytime. Alright, you guys. With that, we're going to end the live stream. And I don't think I will. I don't even think she's home. I don't know where my sister is, honestly. She's out with her friends or something. Alright, you guys. Don't be sad. New videos come out all month long. And don't forget to come back next week for Friday the 13th. Where we're going to have even more fun Halloween stuff planned for you guys. You got to stay tuned. I might do a DIY Jason mask. I might do a review on a Jason mask or something. I'm going to have some fun stuff planned. Tomorrow, don't miss it, how to make a brain skull brain prop. Right here on Hauntformer. Don't miss it. It's a skull. It's a brain. It's a skull brain. You don't want to miss it. And I definitely will do walkthroughs this month. I'm going to do more videos. I got more store walkthroughs. I got a giveaway. And don't forget, I'm going to HauntCon this year. So if you just got back, or if you just are watching the stream right now, and you didn't get to watch the whole thing, take that little scrub bar and start at the beginning and watch and have fun. Yep, that's right. I'm going to HauntCon, aka Halloween Party Expo, for 2018, January, pretty early. But that's basically it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We had fun. And hope you have a blessed night. Stay spooky. And that's in Louisiana. Alright, you guys. See you soon. I love pumpkin spice in the morning. Or at night. the good spaz. You done good. You got dust on your hands.
Eternal punishment for anyone who opens this casket in the name Amun-Ra. Good heavens, what a terrible curse.
Oh, guess it's time to... Wrapping it up. Not a bad live stream, Spaz. You done good. And I got your voice box back in. That's a plus. Probably be helpful to turn these off. I'm not gonna cut the wire. I feel like I forgot something. I'm a super samurai. Wonder if this hurts. Oh! Oh! Whoops! I forgot to end the stream. Whoops. Turn off, you dopey thing. Sorry. I guess I had some technical difficulties. And dang it! And To those who are still here, please forget that the last 5 minutes ever happened. It's a long story. You see, how do I explain this? And it makes sense. Okay, a few months ago, there was this weird dog-looking thing on the side of the road, so I pulled over to try to help it, and I got bitten by this thing on the arm. You can't see the wound anymore, but you see a little of the teeth marks. Well, anyways, it wasn't exactly a werewolf, but it was some sort of dog. Not exactly sure of what it was, but it appears that every day after a full moon, it like kicks in and like makes me go berserk. Because usually werewolves happen on the full moon, and yesterday was a full moon, so just forget that happened. And no dogs were harmed in the making of this. Not this time, anyways. Fido was a good dog. He was always the best of them. Anyways, thank you for watching this live stream. Just forget, whatever. It was nothing. It was nothing. Probably have to go back and erase some of that. But let's just pretend the last so many minutes didn't happen, okay? I thought I turned the camera off. It was one little press. One stupid foot-pound per second. I didn't mean to keep it running. It sort of happened. And it happened like 5 minutes ago. I'm just trying to turn it off. It's kind of awkward. Whatever you thought you just saw was not what it really was. Nothing happened. It was an accident. A complete misunderstanding. Alright, you guys. That was my little prank on you. That was my little prank for this live stream. A scream, I mean. I hope you screamed, or I hope you're at least freaked out. I wasn't sure exactly where that was going myself. I just kind of was doing random stuff, so I apologize if that was different. I know it was quite different and quite weird for you, so I'm sorry if that was weird, but trust me, no one was harmed in the making of what I just did, except for my dignity. Thank you for watching this live stream, aka Scream, and to the 14 of you who are still around, you made it 89 minutes in. This is probably one of our longest ones. Well, there you have it. We laughed, we cried, we pranked, I did some weird stuff with my feet. Thank you for watching, and remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer. I knew it, Spasm. I didn't turn it off. I didn't. That was my fault. That was my fault.